The most difficult aspect of existence, my friends, is not pushing beyond your comfort zones or encountering setbacks and failures. That is not life's greatest challenge. Life's true hardship emerges when you no longer possess the opportunity to pursue your aspirations, when you realize you never accomplished what you intended, and you reflect back, recognizing numerous moments where you could have invested yourself more fully. It will prove more challenging than anticipated and more magnificent than comprehensible. Yet this is precisely the point. This is what grants it value. You cannot obtain the desired outcome without first becoming the person deserving of it. That explains why it remains rare and justifies why it matters. The champion mentality fundamentally means striving to become your finest self. This is what it truly represents. It means consistently pursuing improvement every single day. It represents an eternal quest, an unending journey. Everyone harbors dreams within their hearts. Accepting that dream brings considerable fear, and it becomes even more frightening to declare, "I genuinely desire that." Fear strikes because you worry that investing your complete self and still failing would be devastating. Therefore, fearlessness involves exposing yourself completely and pursuing your goals regardless of consequences. Pursue it relentlessly. Your true adversary is not external competition. Your greatest opponent is your internal self-doubt, your personal indolence, your individual rationalizations. Countless individuals squander precious time observing others' actions rather than concentrating on their own development. However, understand this fundamental reality. You alone bear responsibility for preventing yourself from achieving your aspirations. Many people find difficulty working independently. The exceptional individual's journey is inherently solitary, meaning you journey without companions. Rather than resenting this condition or objecting to it, interpret it as confirmation you are advancing correctly. Should everyone provide encouragement, it would indicate you occupy the wrong position. It would signify you resemble everyone surrounding you, which contradicts your actual destination. One essential element of extraordinary accomplishment involves challenging those self-imposed limitations and discarding them as if they never existed. When you behave as though they are absent, remarkably, they evaporate completely. Most individuals structure their existence based on the internal narratives they embrace. You inhabit a mainstream framework specifically engineered to undermine your personal identity and self-confidence. You must discover approaches enabling you to connect with your internal capabilities to navigate your present situation. The essential principle is maintaining constant, perpetual self-discovery regarding your authentic nature while persistently seeking escape from your inner dialogue. Everything surrounding you presently represents merely a transient phase. Younger generations' advancement demands genuine commitment. You must genuinely attempt. My record includes numerous failures, considerably more than almost anyone present. I guarantee this. Understand that abandoning the strategic plan, not arising despite tiredness and apprehension, represents more than personal betrayal. You are disappointing your loved ones. You betray your staff. You disappoint your colleagues. Whatever organization encompasses you transcends individual interests, friend. What constitutes faith? What defines fear? Faith and fear share something fundamental. They are both illusions. Nobody comprehends tomorrow. Both stem from imagination. Whether experiencing faith or fear, the single distinction is that fear constitutes untamed imagination. Comparable to weeds, fear flourishes naturally. Faith requires deliberate selection to have confidence and advance consistently. Persist ahead. Embrace the concept that existence supports your journey rather than opposes it. Continued persistence unlocks possibilities. How do you respond when 1,000 individuals pursue identical objectives? When thousands share your exact aspirations? You must surpass their dedication. Approach yourself as someone you are committed to supporting. This does not signify pampering. It does not mean convenience. It does not mean an unchallenging existence. That is not how we genuinely care for people. When we value individuals, we provide meaningful challenges instead. Start by recognizing your worthiness of support and acknowledging this obligation belongs to you personally. Even when self-appreciation seems impossible, and numerous individuals experience this, you must release these sentiments completely. Regard yourself as someone deserving your care and assistance. Our fundamental problem centers on isolation. We imagine ourselves alone navigating this hardship. I considered this frequently, narrowing my perspective significantly. What transpired for me involved stepping backward. I distanced myself and achieved a perspective from an elevated position mentally. From that heightened vantage point, you observe the whole world, and everyone struggles with problems. Certain individuals conceal theirs more effectively, but fundamentally, we all carry burdens. Recognizing this reality means you must emerge from hiding. You must embrace your authentic self. You must acknowledge the hardships existence presented, whatever their origin. You must confront yourself sincerely and commit to improvement. However, believing yourself isolated creates tremendous suffering in your experiential reality. You are not alone. Everyone carries burdens. Understanding this shifts everything. You release concern about surrounding judgments. You concentrate on your individual journey, pursuing your purpose, ultimately revealing who destiny intends you to become. Every revolutionary figure received criticism initially before gaining recognition. Challenging industries and addressing a weary, frustrated, disappointed civilization necessarily invites opposition. Some people will criticize and assault you. Transform their harsh words into evidence of your determination and development. Currency can be reproduced. Unfortunately, ours cannot. Neither can possibilities. Money can be reclaimed after loss. Time remains permanently lost. Forgotten experiences cannot be recovered. Non-exceptional people pursue finances. Superior individuals prioritize temporal resources. For myself, the paramount objective involved maximizing effort and constant improvement. Had I maintained this approach throughout existence, I would accumulate something genuinely valuable. That represented my core belief system. While this appears straightforward, contemplating it reveals profound implications. Should you commit to daily improvement indefinitely, specifically across 2 decades, what accumulates? Recognize and honor your apprehensions, then proceed regardless. You advance understanding that solutions exist, that pathways forward emerge, that you possess the capacity to manage whatever materializes. You develop the strength to handle difficulties rather than experiencing hopelessness. Empowerment supplants vulnerability. Still, relatively few individuals commit to personal victory. Some anticipate intervention. Others progress autonomously, possessing internal confidence in their capabilities. Most individuals remain mere percentages away from exceptional achievement. Yet we underestimate proximity, believing ourselves miles distant, never attempting progress. Beginning this transformation revealed the reality. Those fractional improvements accumulated rapidly. My consciousness strengthened, allowing me to surpass numerous persons I initially considered superior. Subsequently, I developed stronger qualities, acquiring greater resilience. Never afterwards, commencing today, while acquiring valuable knowledge, while determining important initiatives, while establishing significant intentions, perform actions, guaranteeing subsequent dedication. Implementing immediate action, establishing commitment, performing cementing behaviors generates sustained momentum. Sustained transformation requires perseverance through variation. Individuals frequently inquire about eliminating inactivity. They seek procrastination solutions. They possess internal conceptions, perhaps comprehensive visions, yet they recognize no beginning points. They inquire, where commence? When should I initiate? My response proves straightforward. Commence immediately, precisely where you currently stand. Given life's brevity, I cannot afford concentration on negatives. I must emphasize current possibilities and pursue them enthusiastically. I require your comprehension of present circumstances. We seek viability rather than flawlessness. Opportunity surrounds us. Therefore, listen. Success remains available. Whatever transpires, avoid squandering it. Cease lamenting. Rise and create outcomes. Nelson Mandela shared remarkable wisdom. Throughout existence, I never genuinely lose. I win or acquire education. Numerous individuals interpret setbacks negatively. However, extract solitary beneficial components, perhaps novel perspectives, acquired wisdom, alternative approaches, modified tactics, that constitutes achievement. Everything necessary already exists within. Consider my existence. Across 23 years, I discovered reality transcends physicality. Observe your psychological state. Examine operational patterns. Notice your situational reactions. When frustrated in traffic, perceiving universal opposition. Understand that influential, formidable individuals remain constrained by internal negative programming, restrictive beliefs, and harmful self-narratives. That is precisely why I assert that defective thinking represents the ultimate limitation. It surpasses bodily constraints. I commenced walking. I thought, purr.